Can you read a painting like a book? Can you learn about a famous person by looking at a sculpture of her? When you go to art class and learn about the work of Gustav Klimt or about Russian nesting dolls, you are doing more than just looking at beautiful artworks. You are entering into another culture. But we can't travel into another culture without a piece of art. So our first stop is our local art museum to find the perfect painting to transport us. And here we are. We're standing on the corner of Fulton and Nostrand, where the artist Jacob Lawrence lived. Should we enter his painting and see what it's like? Into his painting and out onto the streets of Harlem, New York in the 1930s. What can you see in this picture? Where are the people going? Do you see any opposites? I see a colorful church across from a funeral home. I see people who are wearing bright colors and some people who look like they are shadows. What can all of these details tell us about Harlem and this time period? The Harlem Renaissance was seen as a joyful period mainly because of the hardships that had come before. The Civil War had ended, and with it, slavery, but African Americans still had trouble finding jobs in the South. And then, of course, the Great Depression made it harder. The Great Migration followed, in which 250,000 African Americans moved to New York. They brought with them different traditions and lifestyles, which helped to create the creative diversity that was seen during the Harlem Renaissance. With his art, Lawrence became the great storyteller of Harlem. He drew from the everyday life that he saw around him, the vibrant colors, the variety of people and buildings, and the high emotions as well as the low. The artist himself says it best. This is my genre. The happiness, tragedies, and the sorrows of mankind as realized in the teeming black ghetto. As one of the first African American artists to have his work on view in an all-white museum, Jacob Lawrence helped to blur the racial divides. Now we can go to our own museum and see his beautifully colorful and patterned work and get a glimpse into the life of a Harlem Renaissance artist.